Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome back to the Hilltoppers 2019 home, the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth baseball field. Evan Massoud and David Montero with you for the call. This is playoff baseball, the South Division I game between Wellesley and Durfee. These are the quarterfinals. The Hilltoppers come in the number 2 seed, David, 15-5 regular season, Big Three champs. It was a fantastic season for Coach Olmsnyder's Hilltoppers.
Yes, it was. It was a great year. Big upgrade from last year. Last year things didn't go as planned, but so far everything has gone as planned this year. As they've had a great year, and they're looking to move up in the playoffs.
Well, I think the only thing that didn't go as planned is we have to find out a way to not have to face Wellesley in the playoffs. This is the third year in a row, and the last two contests didn't fare too well. 2 years ago in the South semis, you could argue the Hilltoppers had that game in the bag. There were some controversial calls. Didn't go their way. And Wellesley snuck away in extra innings for that one. And we'll pull up the bracket there. That was 2017. And the bracket, mind you, too, the bracket was much bigger that year, too. You had 16 teams in that bracket. This year's bracket is 14 teams, but you're looking at 8 matchups across the board. So it's not that big of a bracket. I should say there were 16 matchups. There were a lot of matchups a few years ago. The bracket was much bigger the way they laid it out. But, yeah, lost in 9 innings, 7-6 extra innings 2 years ago. Last year, Durfee won in the first round, beat Taunton, a higher seed, 7-6. Then you guys lost to Wellesley your senior year, 9-1 in the quarterfinals. And Wellesley's made it to the finals the last 2 years, actually, the bracket finals. So they were a tough team. There's no doubt about it. I know Durfee would like to send them home packing. Third time's a charm, maybe.
Yeah, third time is definitely a charm. The last 2 years haven't gone Durfee's way, but hopefully this year they can change that. Wellesley is going to be a tough matchup, but just got to play hard.
A lot of returning players, too. I mean, like, I thought last year. Well, actually, I'll hold that thought because we're going to play the national anthem, so we will take a quick pause here. So what I was going to say is that, a lot of the players on this roster, at least in the top of the lineup, familiar names again for Wellesley. Players that I remember their names from the last two playoffs here against Durfee. So a lot of familiar names, that's for sure. A lot of familiar faces and both sides.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure starting to know each other's teams pretty well after 3 years in the playoffs against each other. So
yeah, a lot of seasoned vets out there.
First pitch drops in there for a strike from Ferreira. Ferreira, not a power guy, more of a control finesse pitcher. But I'll tell you, when he's on, he's almost unhittable. "70 degrees, cloudy, rain offshore." We're hoping that we will stay dry here in Dartmouth. I think we will be lucky. At least I'm hopeful. This one's starting just a little bit later than was anticipated. It was supposed to be a 4 o'clock game. And I guess Wellesley was fearful of not getting down here in time because of traffic on 24. So we pushed it to 5. Dartmouth just played here prior. Dartmouth High School, they lost, so their season's done. Thought they could squeeze their game in. Well, went to extra innings, so here we are. Well, it's supposed to be 5 o'clock, 5:18 first pitch. But nonetheless, we are here. Full count here to the leadoff batter, Jay Driver. The pitcher takes a leadoff walk.
Just missed.
So a free pass to begin the ball game. The rest of the
number 6, the second baseman, Matt Mayona.
The rest of the Wellesley lineup here looks like this. Matt Mayona, he's coming up now, the second baseman. Henry Wecker in left field. Matt Zajac, the cleanup hitter at third. Teddy Goss, the DH. Holt Fletcher, the catcher. Batting seventh, Michael Kenny at first. Matt Lucier, the shortstop, bats eighth. Jackson McChesney, the center fielder. And we also have Brandon Pennell, the right fielder, in the 10 spot. No indication as to whether he's actually hitting. Sometimes they add that, says it has a designated hitter, so we're going to wait and see. The Wellesley Raiders here against the Hilltoppers. Wellesley in the bracket, the 7 seed at 12-8. And Durfee number 2. Kind of like it. Silver Lake number 1. Always a threat to be right at the top. Silver Lake is like so tough in a lot of sports.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they're doing over there in Kingston, but they're
squaring to bunt, looks like.
Yeah, Mayona trying to draw in Moreno at third. Squaring around again. And that's no good, coming right back towards us. 2 strikes on the batter. Ferreira with a complete game effort against New Bedford when we were here. That was a real good ball game, and then Durfee went on to beat New Bedford again in the season finale, and that effectively eliminated New Bedford from the playoffs because their only hope was to tie for the Big Three with us, and Durfee ended up winning the Big Three outright and sent New Bedford packing for real. So Hilltoppers always love when they can beat up on their rival. That is cleaned out and sent down the left field line foul.
Let's go, Ethan. Let's go, kid.
Pretty good crowd on hand here for Durfee, at least. More Durfee fans than Wellesley fans, but this place was packed for Dartmouth. I mean, as it should be, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of people in the stands on both sides,
right.
honestly.
And Oliver Ames was very well represented for the D2
yeah.
game here between Dartmouth and Oliver Ames. And, I mean, that's not a quick ride either, down in Easton.
Uh-huh.
And they came out on top in extra innings, 3-1 in 9 innings. It was a 1-1 game for pretty much half the game. It was a real tight ball game, good game. Dartmouth came out on the losing end, so after winning their first game, they're done here in the second round. So that was very close. They did get him! Ferreira with the pickoff for out number 1. And he did that to end the first inning against New Bedford as well. So he's got a good move over there.
Way to go, kid.
So erased from the base paths is Driver, who took the base on balls. And he's picked off. Liner to right center. That's a gapper. Chasing it down is Mativier. Rounding first is Mayona. The throw to second is going to be close, but not in time.
Very close play.
It was. That's a good good job by Mativier out in right center. He got to that ball pretty quickly.
Now batting the left fielder, number 14, Henry Waker.
So that
Don't worry about that.
that pickoff pretty big because you'd be looking at second and third, nobody out. Henry Wecker, the left fielder, coming in now. Stepping in the box for his first swings of the day. Backdoor curve for strike 1, and on that last hit there for Iona. The defense got moving, so here is the defense for the Hilltoppers. In the infield, Moreno at third, Arrieta at short, Buston at second, Perry at first. In the outfield, Kadima, Pabon, and Mativier. Fonseca doing the catching here for Ferreira. The middle infielders holding the runner on here. It's actually Arrieta who's holding him on with the lefty at the plate. I asked Zach the same question because you both graduated last year. Does it feel a little weird behind the fence for your former team?
Oh, yeah. It feels extremely weird. It's very nostalgic, definitely. I know most of these guys. Played with them last year. Played with them in other leagues. So commentating for them now is pretty weird for sure. But it's a good feeling. It's good to see them so successful in most of them their senior year.
That pitch on the outside corner, very similar to the pitch that was called a ball. The previous pitch, working that outside is Ferreira. Going to go inside with the hook, and it's blocked nicely by Fonseca. And the runners cannot advance. Wecker sitting on a 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3, and he runs the count full.
Go, Ethan, right at him, kid.
Taking a long time, and the batter steps out of the box. Ferreira off the rubber, and will recycle through the signs. Payoff pitch. Outside.
Wow.
Wait to the miss.
Just missed outside.
Now batting the third.
Close pitch, not called. I mean, again, this is where I just said, right? So we've seen 3 pitches almost in the same spot. 2 have been called a ball, 1 called a strike. So it'll be interesting to see the consistency of our man in blue behind the plate today. Not looking that consistent at the moment with the small sample size.
Yeah.
So another walk.
Ooh.
Get him down. Let's go.
So 2 walks in the inning for Ferreira, the runner at second as well. So first and second with 1 down. Zajac at the plate, the cleanup hitter. And Ferreira in a bit of a jam here in the first. That's outside. That one drops in. Again, very similar spot, though, on that outside part of the plate.
Yeah, that same area. It's going to be interesting to see how that call goes.
Oh, Ferreira ahead now, 1-2 in the count. This would be a big strikeout if he can get it here. And down in the dirt. Another nice block from Fonseca, trying to keep it in front of him. That's a good 1-2 pitch, though. You know, maybe you get him to chase a little bit. It's in the dirt. Nothing that he can drive, right? Worst that happens is he tops it foul or to, you know, slowly to the infield. So
yeah, smart pitch, very smart pitch.
I'd like to see him challenge inside with a 2-seamer. Hasn't really worked inside that much. Sliced off the bat and by the diving Moreno. Coming around from third is Iona, and the throw will be late, and the Raiders are on the board here in the first. Second hit of the inning for the Raiders, and it's an RBI single for Zajac.
Now batting the designated hitter.
Little cue ball off the bat.
Teddy Goss.
Up to second goes Wecker, and Teddy Goss, the DH, will step in here. Looking to add here in the first. That one down and away. If it looks like you're seeing somewhat double, yeah, the uniforms look very similar. Wellesley wearing the camo sleeves with white letters on the black jerseys. Durfee with red lettering on the black jerseys. I look at the pants more than anything. Wellesley wearing the white pants, and Durfee wearing the grays.
Yeah, very
Very
similar
similar.
looks for both of these teams.
I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that like Durfee, usually the home team wears the lighter colors. Like, so I find it kind of strange that Durfee's home uniforms are gray pants and not white.
Yeah.
I love the pinstripe uniforms you guys have.
Oh, yeah.
Those are sharp.
A personal favorite of mine.
Yeah,
sure.
those are really sharp.
I don't know why we didn't wear them more.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Ferreira ahead in the count again after getting a big swing and a miss from Goss. 1-2 pitch coming. That is driven to right field. Ranging is Mativier. It's going to be a long run for him. And does he get there?
Wow.
Yes, he did. What a great play from Mativier. I didn't think he got there.
Yeah, his range was incredible on that one. He had to go a long way to get that one.
Now batting the catcher.
I saw the glove go out. I saw a ball hit glove, but I didn't see him squeeze that. Kind of lost him in the pole here. That's a great play on Goss's fly ball. So 2 down. The runner, Wecker, did advance to third on the what ends up being a sac fly.
Definitely saved a couple runs there with that catch.
Oh, my gosh, without a doubt. Holt Fletcher, the catcher, batting 6th. He steps in now, men at the corners. 2 down and looking at strike 1. Now, Wellesley's a big team. These guys are stacked. I remember that from last year. Big lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Big hitters. And tough outs every time.
Yeah, they definitely got the size advantage.
Oh, they picked him off, but they got to watch the runner at third here because he may try to break for the plate. Like right now, Braden Buston's going to throw home, and he got him!
Great play, great play.
Great play is right. Good heads up play from Braden Buston, and we're done with the top of the first. The Hilltoppers do allow 1 run. We're going to have the bottom of the first next. We'll stay here for full innings.
Very smart play, too. That
It
run
was.
would have counted if he had stayed with the runner on first base.
Exactly, and that's where it gets a little dangerous. You know, you got to be aware of what's going on. And
He definitely was.
as soon as Wecker broke for home, he was thrown out 4-6. 4-2 rather, excuse me. So that's a big out there to get out of the inning. So we hear a little Van Halen in the background here. Get up and jump. We'll turn the card over. And we'll give you the Hilltoppers starting lineup. Jose Pabon, the center fielder, will lead things off. Jose Arrieta at shortstop, bat second. Alex Dominguez, the DH, bat third, followed by Brett Fonseca, the cleanup hitter and catcher. Curtis Perry at first, bats fifth, followed by Ishmael Moreno, the third baseman. Kevin Mativier in right field. He'll bat seventh, followed by Braden Buston, the second baseman. And Chris Kadima in left field. Ethan Ferreira, of course, on the mound. Getting through that first inning with just the 1 run allowed. And again, a couple good moves to first base. A true pickoff and then the throw to home. So a first inning that could have been much worse than it was. 2 hits, a run, and 2 walks for Ferreira. And we'll see how the Hilltoppers do against Jay Driver.
The Durfee Hilltoppers, the center fielder, number 14, Jose Pabon.
Oh, trying to drop a bunt down. Ooh. He did not indicate at all. He just tried dragging it, slapping it down.
Yeah, that was quick.
Mm-hmm. Strike 2 on the foul ball. Just right there from that one pitch from Driver. Good hard sinking fastball. A bit of a 3/4 release. Venture to say he probably gets a lot of ground balls. That's a backdoor slider, and 3 strikes, you're gone. So good start for Driver as Pabon goes down looking to begin the bottom of the first. Jose Arrieta, the shortstop, will step in. And he'll look at strike 1. So 4 straight in the zone for Driver.
Yeah, good start for him. Hitting the zone early.
Grounder to the left side. Zajac, pretty routine play for out number 2. And the rest of the defense here for the Raiders looks like this. Just saw Zajac at third, Lucier at short. Iona at second, Kenny at first. In the outfield, left to right, Wecker, McChesney, and Pinnell. Fletcher doing the catching for Driver. And with 2 down, Alex Dominguez steps in, the DH for Durfee, left-handed batting DH. And he'll look at strike 1. And Driver's got a good fastball here. And there's strike 2, down and in. Oh, 2 pitch from Driver, looking for a 1-2-3 first. See you later, strike 3.
Wow.
Talk about a shutdown first inning.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No, Driver makes quick work of the Hilltoppers. They're down 1-2-3. After 1-0 Wellesley on Fred TV. And we're back, top of the second. Holt Fletcher will basically get a second in bat because I saw a couple pitches there in his first at-bat, and then the pickoff move to first caught Zajac off the bag, and then Braden Buston came home to get Wecker out to end the inning, all while Fletcher was hitting. I'm not sure where that pitch missed. But I can tell it's not going to be a fun day watching our man in blue behind home plate call balls and strikes, because that one looked like it was right down the middle.
Goes
Fletcher
chasing.
over the top of that one for strike 2. He struck him out. Ferreira drops the hook on him for his first strikeout, and charges Fletcher here to begin the second.
Number 36, Michael Kenny.
Michael Kenny, the first baseman, will step in now. Oh, wow. Gives that a ride to right. Mativier, though, settling underneath it as he ranges towards the wall for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out. You always like that. I'll tell you, I can't believe he swung. I actually was going to say, wow, Ferreira kind of uncorked that one. And Kenny chased it. He popped it out to right there.
Yeah, that was a deep one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Good part of the bat on that one.
He did. Matt Lucier, the shortstop, will step in. That one called a strike. Ferreira working ahead here to Lucier.
And that pitch again hitting that questionable zone for,
I know.
For the umpire.
I mean, we're really almost right behind home plate. Same spot. That's a great place to live if you're going to keep getting the call. Again, we're still trying to figure out the calls. I mean, I can actually see. I mean, you two, I think, we can see home plate. Part of it, you know, between the feet of Fonseca. 2 strikes on the batter, and Lucier keeps the bat on his shoulders. 1-2.
Good miss there.
Contrary to what the scoreboard says. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Ferreira looking to return the favor with a 1-2-3 inning. That's upstairs, 2-2. You don't want to issue a walk here, especially at the bottom of the order after you got 2 quick outs. Don't be too fancy with it. Foul ball coming right back here to the fence as Lucier stays alive. If we get that far, McChesney, the center fielder, is on deck, the number 9 batter. Ferreira looking to have an easy second inning. Here's the 2-2 again. Ooh, just got a piece of it. Fouled back to the fence again.
Go, we good?
Another cue ball off the bat. Moreno with the play. Low ball, but dug out by Perry. Perry had some great picks in the New Bedford game here. Really dug out quite a few low throws. And another nice one right there. Perry, a fine first baseman for the Hilltoppers. Raiders go down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. Almost as quickly as Durfee went away 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. We'll see if they have some better luck here in the second inning. We'll see the middle of the Hilltoppers order to face against the face off against the power pitcher Jay Driver. Just a couple warm-up tosses for him. I liked what I saw from Ferreira that inning. Seemed to be a little more comfortable, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, getting a little warmed up.
Yeah.
Gaining a little bit of momentum. Always important for a pitcher.
Good throw through there from Fletcher on the warm-up toss for him as a catcher. All right, Brett Fonseca will step in first for the Hilltoppers, the cleanup hitter. The key is, you know, Wellesley, they got the lead right away, and you always want to play with the lead, particularly when you're, on the road like this, right? You can come in and put a run up real quick.
Yeah.
I think Durfee's lucky. It's only 1-0, but you don't want to wait too long to answer. That's one thing, is you want to get some base runners, make Driver work here. That first inning was all too easy.
Yeah, did he not even throw a ball that inning either? I don't think
he did.
Which is just remarkable, especially for a first inning.
Well, he's thrown 2 out of the zone, so if I'm Fonseca, that bat stays on my shoulders until I see a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Because a walk is as good as a hit. That's inside. Ooh, wow. That was along the batter's box line.
Yeah, tough call.
Generous pitch for 2 that were not close prior. Swung through, and now 2 strikes. Drivers battle back to 2-2, and he struck him out. And now we'll see Curtis Perry, the first baseman for the Hilltoppers.
Curtis Perry.
Batter number 5 in the lineup. Strike called on the outside. So at the conclusion of this inning, we're going to see some highlights from Diamond's first playoff game, the baseball team over there. They were seeded number 2 in Division 3, and they got to host Wareham on Saturday, this being Monday. And so we'll have some highlights of that game for you. As Jake and I took a ride over to Diamond. Oh, he hit the batter while he was in the box. So we'll run those at the end of this half inning. This past weekend was just fantastic. I mean, it was a great day for baseball, let me tell you. Saturday was just beautiful. Sunday was beautiful. Today started really nice, but then, the clouds here moving in, spoiling the afternoon, evening game here. At least it's not raining yet. Fouled off and headed back towards the tennis courts.
Perry staying alive.
Yeah, fighting off a couple tough pitches. I actually thought that was a wooden bat at first. It's painted like a wooden bat. So
Yeah,
he strikes
I noticed
out.
that too, actually.
That's 3 consecutive strikeouts. 4 of the first 5 outs
Now batting the third
have been Ks for driver.
Ishmael Moreno.
Ishmael Moreno will step in now, batting 6th. The third baseman.
Yeah, a lot of confidence for driver right now.
Oh, yeah. He's attacking the strike zone, and he's got a lot of power behind his pitches. Hilltopper's having trouble getting around on him. That one missing down low. Bengals softball team, Kathy Noversa's Lady Bengals, they won on Saturday on the road, an upset win on the road. So they have a tall task of going against Plymouth South. They're playing right now. Actually, they might even be wrapped up because their game was a 4 o'clock start out in Kingston. Oh, I'm sorry, out in Plymouth. And so they're probably almost wrapped up because softball moves a lot faster than baseball. That's for sure. I've seen some games last like an hour and 10 minutes. Chopper back to the mound. Driver with the high throw, no problem. And the side is retired in order. 6 up, 6 down for Durfee. Hilltoppers trail 1-0 after 2. Let's take a look at some of those highlights from Diamond's playoff game on Saturday. Playoff baseball at Diamond with the Bengals coming in as the D3 number 2 seed with a 14-2 regular season. They struck first in the second, bases loaded, 2 down for Daniel Perrin, who lobs it out to right center. Tyler Fleet in from third, Kyle Linares in from second, and all the way around from first, Riley Tabikas. It's a bases clearing double for Perrin, and it's 3-0 Bengals. Next batter is Noah Gerard. He grounds it to third. The play is botched by Eric Zine, allows Perrin to score, who stole third on a previous pitch. It's now 4-0 Cats. Let's move ahead to the third. Same score, Diamond looking for more. 1 out for Darian Rogers. He deposits one into center over the drawn-in infield. Brandon Canberra trots home on the RBI single. Just like that, it's 5-0 Bengals. Diamond led 6-zip after 3 innings of play, but once our cameras had left, Wareham mounted a comeback, tying the score and forcing extra innings. The Bengals, however, walked off with the win, 8-7 in 9 innings in round 1. Top of the third, back here at UMass Dartmouth. It is the South D1 quarterfinals. Durfee hosting Wellesley here on Fred TV. Evan Massoud and David Montero with you for the call. Hilltoppers held scoreless through 2. You see the Diamond Bengals, though, their baseball team, I guess you could say kind of snuck away with one because they had a 6-0 lead, as you saw, and yeah, Wareham was able to storm back, and they really made it a game. But Diamond did win in extras, as you saw there on the highlight reel. And they're actually playing right now. So we may have some results of that one since we're playing so much later, because they started at 4 as well. So we may end up with some results before this game is over. With that said, we're going to send Keith Allen a text message here mid-broadcasting. Ask him what the score is. Ferreira picks up his second strikeout.
Bye-bye. Top of the order.
Now batting the pitcher, number 25, Jay Driver.
Back to the top of the order with the pitcher, Jay Driver, who reached on a walk and then was picked off in the first. Oh, big swing and a miss for strike 1. Little chopper, and that's going to go foul. Well, things not looking good for Diamond here. In their second game, they're facing Medway here, and Medway is leading 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th. So it looks like the Bengals season could come to an end here today, at least for baseball. We're hoping that Coach Noversa is having better luck with softball out in Plymouth, but Plymouth South's another powerhouse in a lot of sports. They South Shore, Metro West, man, there's some tough teams. You know, where Wellesley is, Metro West, that's driven to deep center field. Pabon chasing it, and he is there for the basket catch. I'll tell you, we've seen the Hilltoppers make a couple fine plays out in the outfield early in this game.
Yeah.
Right.
Now batting the second baseman, number 6.
He had to go a long way for that ball, too.
Oh, sure did.
Great range.
You ready, Curtis?
Well, 2 down here in the 3rd. Matt Maiona will step in. He scored the only run of the game back in the 1st. Reaching on a double and scoring on an RBI single.
Right back, come on.
2-0. Well, as always, we appreciate UMass Dartmouth letting us use the facilities here. So I guess Skip Lewis Field got a year off thanks to all the rain.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a nice field here.
Ooh, where was that?
Holy mackerel.
That was a beautiful pitch from Ferreira.
There goes that zone again.
Well, 3-1.
Another one
Wow.
just missed.
Wow. Going to be a long day for the pitchers, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Ferreira making some real fine pitches and not getting any help at all.
Yeah, nothing you can do when you're on the mound.
I
They're not
know.
calling them.
So that's going to give Wecker a chance, who reached on a walk and was thrown out at home plate to end the 1st. And there's ball 1. That's Ferreira's 3rd walk. A little uncharacteristic for him. Again, like I said, not a power, kind of the total opposite from what we see with Driver. He's not a power pitcher, but you know, with that said, he's always right around the plate.
Yeah, good off-speed pitches, too.
Strike called. Maiona had kind of started and stopped at first. He's got a pretty good lead. We've already seen Ferreira throw over there once. And check on him again. That's a close play. Bang, bang at first on the pickoff. And again, Ferreira's already got one. He picked off Driver to start the game. Check on him again. A delayed getting back. And he, wow.
Watch that.
Woo. I thought he had
very
it.
Close call there.
He didn't dive right away. He was kind of almost still in the air.
Yeah, I thought that tag was there.
Wow.
Another close call.
I know. Oh, he's leaning. He got him.
Third time's a charm, huh?
Third time's a charm. Second pickoff for Ferreira, and he'll face the minimum here in the top of the 3rd, leaving Wecker standing at home plate. He'll have to wait another inning. Great move over to first. You can tell right there when you get a when you get a base runner leaning like that, he's waiting for the first move of the pitcher. He's not trying to read to make sure he goes. He's going right on that first move. And
Exactly.
one would think that after, twice, you'd be a little cautious, see if he's going to throw a pitch.
Yeah.
Let one go first. Well, nice job by Ferreira. 2 pickoffs in a game. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, he was determined to get him there.
Sure. So bottom of the third will be the bottom third of the lineup for the Hilltoppers. Kevin Mativier, Braden Buston, and Chris Kadima. 7, 8, and 9 in the order to go up against Driver, who has not allowed a base runner through the first 2 innings.
Yeah, we'll see if the bottom of the order can spark something here for Durfee.
So, had a really, again, we only got to do, the spring admittedly was just hellacious with the rain. And we only did, just a couple of softball and baseball. Actually, we only got to do 1 baseball game because Brockton hosted both games.
Yeah.
We didn't get all the way out to Brockton. And the New Bedford game we did here, Braden had a great game. Had a really, really good game. That one coming back, skipping by. And his bat is a big reason why they were able to come out on top. He really, really had a good day. And, having that kind of, if you can kind of replicate that kind of success down at the bottom of the order, that's where you sometimes want some of these guys who are better hitters. I mean, I look back, I'm sure you were probably too young now, but 2003, 2004, 2005 Red Sox had Bill Miller at third base. Real solid fielder, and he was a batting champion for the American League in 2003. He was the number 9 hitter for the lineup, batting 9th.
Yeah, always.
He hit up at number 2 a few times, and that's popped up. And it's Pinnell calling off everybody. He'll squeeze it. Billy Miller, yeah, he would hit. He'd hit second sometimes, but primarily like coming off of a batting title, they had him hitting 9s for almost all of 04 when they won the World Series. And it's like, how do you put a guy who won the batting title down to the number 9 spot? Well, you see a lot of fastballs. You're a good hitter to begin with. Guy had another good year.
Yeah.
So it's you need guys like that down at the bottom of the lineup that can get on base so that when you turn the lineup over, the top of the lineup can produce and drive you in.
Yeah, always nice to have someone low in the order who can contribute and, start a rally.
Right. 2 quick strikes. A little bit of jarring from the crowd, but I have to be honest, that actually looks like a pretty good pitch. That's strike 3. Oh, he did call it. Wow, a little delayed. I didn't think he was going to call it. At this point, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, so.
That's tough.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11.
That one's right down the pike. So 3 strikes, you're out. 5 Ks for Driver through the first 8 batters. And Kadima, the number 9 man up. Again, this is the 3rd time that these 2 teams have squared off 3 years in a row. That South Semis game 2 years ago was really a great game. It was just, a lot of drama. There was Zach hit, a 2-run shot in that one. Couple very questionable calls. Extra innings. Coming back in the 7th, we were down. Durfee was down. I mean, it was just a really good game. Last year's game was a blowout by the 4th inning. Slicer, and it's going foul. 9-1 the final in Wellesley last year, and capped off by a grand slam. Honestly, I don't have the score sheet. I can't recall who it was. If it's one of the current players or if it was one of the graduates. For some reason, the catcher there, Fletcher, is standing out. Another strikeout, 6 in all for Driver, and he's perfect through 3.
Yeah, he's been very dominant these first 3 innings.
Sure has. 9 up, 9 down, 1-0 Wellesley here on Fred TV.
Honor, courage, sacrifice, pride, our city. Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring our nation's soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. Vietnam veterans took the initiative to secure rights to an 80% size replica of the Healing Wall for Veterans Bicentennial Park. The names of over 58,000 fallen heroes will be engraved on the 360-foot long replica wall. 100% of the money raised benefits the building of our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Fall River. Help build our wall, which is scheduled to open in 2020. The meaning, the spirit, and the value of the wall is everyone's. Be part of this exceptional, once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us at Facebook.com.
Top of the fourth, about to begin, and Ethan Ferreira going to have a tall task here as 3, 4, and 5 in the order will step up to the plate for the Raiders, and strike one drops in there. Good curve.
Good start.
So we, last inning, we saw our second pickoff at end of the inning, so Wecker was left at the plate. So it gets kind of, another, again, kind of second look, just like Fletcher, just like what happened to Fletcher in the first inning. He was left at the plate on the pickoff attempt that ended up, being a guy thrown out at home. We've seen 3 times, though, that Ferreira has caught a guy. Twice he picked him off on his own, and then, Buston decided the fielder's choice, come home and get the runner at home, and he did. So the pickoff move really working for Ferreira, and that's a good thing because you can see that Wellesley can't seem to figure him out, that's for sure. Ahead in the count, 1-2. That one will drop in. Good eye. Wecker lays off that one. He reached on a walk and was thrown out at the plate in the first. And now the count evened up at 2-2. That's up and away. So Ferreira runs the count full, was ahead 1-2. Couple waste pitches. Now you got to come right at him. Chopper to the right side. Buston plays it on a hop. Fairly routine play. And one down here in the fourth.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Max Zajac.
Matt Zajac.
RBI single for Zajac in that first inning that scored Mayona. And that's really the difference here. Ferreira's looked so much better than in that first inning over the last two and a third here.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot more comfortable.
Nice catch from Moreno. He was set up for it. Just the slightest little springboard leap at the end, and call that one 5 unassisted.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 34.
Teddy Goss will step in now, the DH. I thought that was going to left field down the line.
Yeah, so did I.
Nice play from Moreno. Right place, right time, and strike one to Goss.
Yeah, way to reach up and just take it right out.
Curveball going down and away. 1 ball and a strike. Wind coming in from behind us. A little bit of a breeze. Golfed to center field. Pabon has it squared up. A 1-2-3 fourth inning for Ferreira. And aside from that first inning, this game cruising right along. We're going to be heading to the bottom half of the fourth.
Yeah, very quick inning there.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
There's been a lot of quick innings so far.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But for Durfee running out of time to already halfway through the game here.
Yeah.
Need some base runners badly. They have seen three innings of perfection from Driver. And it's been dominating perfection with 6 strikeouts, 1 fly out to right, and 2 ground ball outs. 1 was back to the pitcher. So the defense hasn't had to do much either. I mean, it's really been the driver's show. He's been in the driver's seat, no pun intended. Really looked strong here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, he's got all the confidence in the world right now.
Right. So we will see.
Yeah, Durfee's got to do something before it's too late here.
Well, when we get to the bottom of this inning, once this inning is done, I should say, when we conclude 4, we'll step aside for some more highlights. Different kind, spring track. Jake Fitzgerald running camera today for coverage here. Jake is a track and field coach, and you may or may not know, but Durfee has a track star here in the making, Cam Rogers, and he leaves Wednesday for Nationals. Yes, Nationals in North Carolina, where he's going to compete in the 400-meter hurdle Elite Class A, or Class A Elite. I mean, really, that's just fantastic. So the highlights we have, though, he broke a school record, 54:03 time, and it was a couple weeks ago at the D1 East State meet in the 400 hurdles, 400-meter hurdles. Also did the high jump there. He won't be doing, don't believe he's doing the high jump according to Coach Fitzgerald. don't believe he's doing the high jump in Nationals, but just to get to Nationals, I mean, oh my gosh, talk about an honor to represent Durfee on a, nationwide level. That's really a real cool thing. So we wish Cam the best, and like I said, we have some highlights from that meet a couple weeks ago, and so we'll bring those to you at the conclusion of this 4th inning. Pabon looking at a few pitches here. He was down 3 pitches, all strikes to start the game. Struck out looking, so he's 0 for 1. 2-2 pitch here, and he chops it.
Don't look at it.
Zajac. Oh, throws it away to the fence. And heading to second is Pabon.
Oh,
Into the outfield it goes, but it's backed up by McChesney. And the Hilltoppers have the tying run in scoring position to begin the 4th inning. Perfection is gone. That was a routine play for Zajac. He still had plenty of time, and he really rushed the throw.
Number 9, Jose Arias.
Yeah, that's the start that Durfee needed here in this 4th inning. Getting going, tying run on
Right.
second to start.
And now, now you got Driver going to have to pitch from the stretch for the first time. And, it is different.
Yeah,
It is
definitely.
different.
Jose, come on.
I mean, I've never pitched, but I've seen enough baseball and I've talked to enough pitchers. It is a different thing.
Yeah.
Pitching from the stretch, of course, because you're not going this full windup. Looking for the bunt. That is a great bunt from Arrieta.
He's in there.
He's in there, coming home, and he's safe. Tie game.
Wow.
How about that? The Hilltoppers with a run without the benefit of a hit.
Wow. That's great base running right there. Turning the corner at third and getting in there. Diving home safely. Great base running.
I take that back. We're going to give that an infield single. I actually thought the ball had gotten away initially, but yeah, Arrieta reaching on an infield bunt, infield single, the bunt single,
Now batting the designated hitter, number
and the
20,
RBI.
Alex Dominguez.
Let's go, Dominguez.
So how about that? The error gets it started, and Pabon showing why he's got some speed. That's why he's patrolling center field.
Yeah.
So it's a whole new game just like that. 1-1 score, and Alex Dominguez steps in, swinging on the first pitch, fouling it back.
Right back at us.
You got it.
Right over our heads.
Dominguez struck out looking to end the first inning. And that was a good cut from him, too, on that first pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 1-1.
All of a sudden, a little bit of life from this Durfee dugout as well.
Yeah, they've been chanting a little bit, but
You can feel the energy right now.
yeah, they definitely got
game.
louder.
Momentum definitely in Durfee's favor.
Ooh, caught him off balance. That's a really good pitch. And you know, too, if he squared that was a good pitch to drive because that landed right in the sweet spot for a lefty, but he had him off balance.
Yeah. Oh,
Throws
that
it
gets
away. Arrieta is going to head to second. He's going to try for
three.
third, and he's going to get there. Safe at third is Arrieta on an E1. Two errors in the inning.
Alex, do your job. Come on, Alex, let's go, Alex. Come on, Alex. Put it on the outfield, kid. Come on, Alex.
And while Coach heads to the mound for a meeting with the infield, this from the MIAA. A well-rounded education is one that is not only academically oriented, but one that also includes physical, social, and emotional development. Interscholastic athletics provide the other half of education. The MIAA encourages you to support your local high school athletic teams throughout the school year. This is the MIAA State Tournament here on Fred TV. And halfway through this one, totally different story than the first 3 innings, at least.
Tide has completely changed.
Kid, come on.
Hilltoppers with a chance to take the lead. Coach Ardella, pardon me, Coach Kane, rather, departing the field after a quick meeting on the hill. Nobody out still. Go ahead run at first. Dominguez fouls it back again off the fence, and we'll say 1-2. Infield pulled in. But it sure seems like with the runner at third trying to hold the runner, there's a pretty big hole there on that left side. If Dominguez slaps it that way, ground ball to the right side to second, they'll hold the runner, and the infield drawn in does pay off. So 4-3 the put out. Staying at third is Dominguez, and Brett Fonseca will step up, having struck out in his first at bat.
Number 39, Brett Fonseca.
The infield still staying in. I mean, basically, you want anything other than a ground ball. Anything on a line in the air,
Pretty much, yeah.
that's what you're looking for.
Anything to get that runner in. Oh,
That's
there we
sent to
go.
right field, dropping fast, chasing it down, tough play. Oh, what a catch from
Wow.
Pennell. Tagging is the runner at third. We got ourselves a Hilltoppers lead. Arrieta scores the go-ahead run here in the fourth. 2-1 Durfee. And let's take nothing away, too. That was a great catch.
Great play.
It was a great catch from
Now batting
Pennell.
First baseman, number 17, Curtis Perry.
Curtis Perry will step up now. Nobody on, but 2 runs in for Durfee here in the middle inning. And a newfound lead. Perry also a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Swings through the first one for strike 1.
Yeah, come on.
On deck is Moreno. Chopper over the pitcher into center. That ball has eyes. And it's a base hit for Perry. There's the first ball to leave the outfield or leave the infield in terms of a hit. We had the infield hit for Arrieta on the bunt. Now that one through the infield
Moreno.
on the ground. And now Moreno will step up to the plate.
Yeah, Durfee's second time around seeing Driver. They're definitely making more contact.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, too, I'm convinced working from the stretch is a totally different animal here than the windup.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, kid.
Pabon got on right away, and big lead. Oh, he started to he's going to take off. Swung through, throw down to second is not going to be in time. A stolen base for Perry.
Hey, all day, all day, all day.
Oh, you think these Hilltoppers fans aren't sick of Wellesley? They want to win.
Oh, yeah.
2 years in a row to lose to Wellesley.
In the playoffs,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Big insurance run now in scoring position after Perry took second. Moreno with 2 strikes. Sends it to the right side. Ooh. Nice scoop from Iona to end the inning, but 2 very costly errors for the Raiders, and they just gave up their lead. The Hilltoppers lead it 2-1 after 4. Let's take a look at some track and field highlights right now.
Second place with a time of 54.07 from Durfee, Cameron Rogers.
Good job.
Here we go, top of the 5th, and Ferreira drops in a curveball to Holt Fletcher to begin this 5th inning with the lead, his first lead of the day. I remember the first time we did it, I thought it was Fletcher Holt, not Holt Fletcher. I actually said his name backwards. I remember the first time 2 years ago, because it's one of those names that almost makes sense the other way.
Yeah, it could go both ways.
Right. Well, Keith Allen, athletic director over at Diamond, just sending me the bad news that the Bengals lost 7-0 to Medway, and their season is now over.
That's too bad.
It is too bad.
Had a good year.
They did. So Flo Lima's Bengals are done here in 2019. Good news is real strong way to start off the 5th inning as Ferreira picked up the K on 3 pitches, and he's sent Fletcher down swinging twice. Now first pitch, Braden Buston with a strong throw over to first.
2 quick outs.
2 very quick outs. And Kenny's 0 for 2, and he'll bring up Matt Lucier, who grounded out to third in the 2nd inning. With 2 down, nobody on.
Number 23, Matt Lucier.
Oh. Here comes that zone again. Don't know whether it's going to be a ball or a strike.
Right. Well, it's strike 1 to Lucier. That one outside for ball 1. Ground to the right side and a base hit. So Lucier on with 2 down. A little single to right field, and it'll bring up McChesney, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
The center fielder, number 22, Jackson McChesney.
So a strange turn of events. You know, BR 7-13 this year. They got in the tournament because of the lovely OC. Kind of like Durfee with the big 3. You know, the 3-team league, which is going away, as I've alluded to on other broadcasts. So BR number 14, bottom of this bracket, facing Attleboro 11-9, the 11 seed. They're squaring off in the bottom half of this bracket today. The winner of that one will face off against the winner of this one in the South semis. A date yet to be determined. So just to give you an idea. So Silver Lake against Deverian. They're playing right now on the top left of the bracket. Bottom left of the bracket, Taunton and Catholic Memorial. Bottom right of the bracket, BR and Attleboro, and here on the top right of the bracket, Durfee and Wellesley. So there's your final 8 right now. A lot of those games probably done at this point because we had such a late start. And let's see. Yep, Taunton, the number 4 seed, 15-7. They defeated Catholic Memorial 4-3, so they're in the South semis. That's the only result we have at the moment. That must have been a real good game.
Yeah, 4-3, it sounds like it.
One and one the count to McChesney with the runner at first. That one outside.
All right, go get him. Go, Ethan, go get him, kid.
Durfee softball unfortunately not making the tournament this year. Swung on a miss. The throw down to second's going to be in time.
Great
Caught
throw, great
stealing
throw.
is loose here for out number 3. And that ends the inning. So after 4.5 here, nice job by Ferreira to keep Wellesley off the board. Very important after you get that lead.
Yeah, always want to play with the lead. Keeping it there was important.
Always. Right now, so Diamond, by the way, I should say Diamond softball, they are playing at 5 o'clock as well. So they had a later start for whatever reason. So they're still playing, I would imagine. We'll see what Keith has to say as we keep in touch with our Diamond AD. So McChesney going to have to wait as well. Man, that's like 3 times we've seen batters, 3 times in the 5 innings, we've seen batters up at the plate when the inning ended, not by them putting the ball in play. It was by caught stealing or the pitcher with a pickoff or the play at home on the rundown. I mean, come on, it's been crazy.
Yeah, a lot of crazy plays so far.
Seriously, not the usual situation, that's for sure.
Yeah, only a 2-1 score, but a very interesting game so far. Very entertaining.
Yeah, you take this over a blowout any day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Kevin.
So we'll turn this card over here, and the Hilltoppers really were able to break the ice a bit.
Leading off for the Durfee Hilltoppers, the right fielder,
Trying to figure out driver.
Mativier.
Bottom third of the Hilltoppers order. They sent 6 men to the plate in the 4th and scored the 2 runs. Kevin Mativier will step in. Flew out to right field in his first at-bat. And Keith Allen tells me no news on softball at the moment from Diamond. So we'll wait and see if Coach Noversa posts anything on social media. Usually pretty quick to post scores. Grounder to the left side. Oh, it's off of Zajac and his 2nd error of the game. And Mativier is on to start the inning, just like Pabon reached on the E5 to start last inning, and the floodgates opened.
Yeah, tough day for Zajac. You got to wonder if it's getting to him in his head, you know?
I don't know what it is about visiting third baseman here, because third baseman for New Bedford, when we were here a couple weeks ago, had like 3 or 4 errors in that game. Oh, what is going on?
Wow.
Threw it away and up to second base goes Mativier. And
Wellesley defense falling apart.
seriously, in E2, that's the 4th error. I'm sorry, yes, 4th error for Wellesley in an inning plus of defense.
Wow.
That's not how you win playoff games.
Yeah.
And that's uncharacteristically sloppy after seeing this team 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's real sloppy.
Unlike them to make so many mistakes. Costly mistakes.
Yeah, so Braden Buston still waiting for a pitch, trying to drop the bunt down. Does it stay fair? No, goes foul. But I like the idea. So that's his first strike. So 1-1. We want another bunt here. That would be great. Big hole on that left side. Whoa, hello. That almost knocked him down. And if this fence wasn't here, I should say it almost hit him. It knocked him down. And if the fence wasn't here, that would have been on my shin. I guess he didn't, and it looks like he didn't pull it back in time either, so it was a strike. I don't know how it's a strike if he fell down, but apparently he offered at it. So 1-2, and it's strike 3. Busting down looking for the second time today. So tough first 2 at-bats for Braden, especially when you almost get hit in the head.
Yeah, what are you going to do? That's tough.
All right, Chris Kadima, he struck out swinging to end the third. That was part of the 9-up, 9-down start. Oh, trying for the pickoff attempt again.
Real sneaky move by him there.
It was. It was close to a block. I thought he was going to deliver to home. Again, cheating in is Lucier trying to guard the runner, and strike call down at the knees.
Come on, Chris, you got that hole.
It really is a huge, the whole left side is open.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're guarding Mativier at second. Well, faking the bunt, pulls it back, and it's 1-1.
We've seen a lot of bunts today, for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is playoff baseball, so, whatever it takes.
Oh, yeah. You got to play small ball sometimes, especially when it seems like runs are going to be at a premium. That's a strike.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Come on, kid.
One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out. Pickoff play, throws it away. Oh, it's going to be a close play now at third. He's going to be out.
Oh, no. Wow. Costly base running mistake there.
McChesney was charging in on that, and he had the ball released by the time that Mativier started his sprint. That was a costly decision, not a wise decision at all.
Yeah.
Once
again, another bad throw by a Wellesley player, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And right up the middle it goes, and that might have brought home a run.
Yeah. Tough to see that right after.
Yep. So the base hit for Kadima when he had a man in scoring position a moment ago. Still a good thing to get the hit, but you could have, at worst, runners at the corners and 1 out. Oh, Pabon coming up to the plate. Struck out in the first, reached on an error and scored the tying run last inning, and he swings and fouls it away for strike 1.
Come on, keep that knee off the ground. Come on. Need a line drive.
Runner taken off, and the throw down will be in time.
Wow.
Inning over, Hilltoppers, in what looked like it could have been a promising inning. Well, nothing to show for it. Some over-aggressiveness on the base paths.
That's for sure.
After 5, 2-1 Durfee.
Hello, I am Kelly Susie Young, your election commissioner. We mailed out 50,000 census forms this year, and we'd like to hear back from you as soon as possible.
Hi, I'd like to fill out a census.
Sure. State and federal programs use census reports as a fair way to distribute funds for health, education, job training, as well as assistance for elders and veterans. Do you need a form? Call 508-324-2630. Your voter status is stated as active or inactive. If no changes are needed, simply sign and mail it back. To save postage and for your convenience, forms may be dropped off at Shaw's, Shav's Market, Seabra Foods, and both Stop and Shop locations. There is also a drop box like this one in the Government Center lobby to put your census in. Thank you, and we would love to hear from you.
Go, Jorge, let's go.
Okay, top of the 6th inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 11, Kyle McCausland.
For the Wellesley Raiders, number 11, Kyle McCausland.
So McChesney not going to get a chance to bat after the bat was basically taken away from him because of the caught stealing to end the 5th. McChesney not coming back out to lead off the 6th. So they're going with McCausland, excuse me. Bouncer in the dirt, 1-1. It's got kind of dark here. We're getting close to it's 6:30 real time.
Go, suck it up.
Curveball inside.
Hey, good pitch. Go, kid. Sit him down.
And it's 1-2. Ferreira with 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. That one downstairs. Good eye from McCausland. I mean, you're coming off the bench cold. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, never easy to come off the bench and contribute.
That was a good changeup, too, from Ferreira. It looked like a fastball, and it dropped off the table last second for a ball, 2-2. Chopper to the left side, foul.
Staying alive.
Two again from Ferreira down in the dirt. Runs the count full. Real good at bat put on here from McCausland. Making Ferreira work here. Ferreira walked 3 in the first 3 innings. Has not walked anybody since. Ground ball to short. Arrieta scoops it up. Strong throw to first, and he got him. That's a nice play. Good at bat from McCausland, but in the end, Ferreira wins the battle with the ground ball out.
Pitcher, number 25, Jay Driver.
Jay Driver leading off, or the leadoff batter, I should say. Coming up second here with 1 down, his second at-bat, or second plate appearance. He walked in the first plate appearance and flew out to center in the third. So 0 for 1.
Ooh.
Wow, another one.
A lot of movement there.
Yeah, dropped right in the middle of the plate, too. That is popped a mile high, straight in the air. Who's calling for it? It is Perry, and he squeezes the glove on it. Pop out to the first baseman. And we'll see now Matt Mayona. He scored the only run for Wellesley way back in the first.
Matt Mayona.
Curtis, watch yourself.
Doubling and then scoring eventually. And then he was picked off after a 2-out walk in the third. So 1 for 1. And he's been on base twice. Tough hitter. That one downstairs. That stung to right center. Nice play. Kevin Mativier had it tracked the whole way. And a fly ball to right field. Again, the right center gap has been real busy today.
Oh, yeah.
Between the Dartmouth game earlier, there were a lot of late fly balls that way, and then in this one too. Fly to right, double to right, fly to right, fly to center, fly to center, fly to right. then that's just what Wellesley's done.
Yeah.
You know, Durfee's had a couple too. Fly to right, single to center, fly to right. I mean, really,
Yeah.
left field, don't even put anybody out there. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Well, Ferreira with another lockdown inning. Hilltoppers would love an insurance run here in the 6th inning, but nonetheless, just 3 defensive outs away from avenging 2 years in a row of losses to Wellesley in the playoffs. So wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah. Wellesley is the one now running out of time.
Yeah. And that's why I said last inning about runs and base runners are so crucial at this time because they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
anything you can get.
Durfee had ended up with 2 base runners last inning, effectively,
Yeah.
combined in the inning. And, I know you're trying to make something happen, but I think there was a run there that basically got taken off the board because of over-aggressiveness on the base bats.
Yeah.
Well, Jose Pabon was left at the plate on the caught stealing last inning. So the leadoff batter in the lineup gets to lead off this inning, and he flails at that one. But for the Hilltoppers, I'd say right part of the lineup. Right back where it came from and into center field.
Always nice to get that leadoff.
That's big. A leadoff single to center for Pabon.
He's got some wheels, too.
Exactly. You got speed on the base paths now. Arrieta at the plate, who had a bunt single last time and scored the go-ahead run. And that bunt single was an RBI, as it turned out, as well. So big spot here. The Hilltoppers get that leadoff man on. Big lead as well, showing bunt, ball 1, down low. Oh, he threw it away. Another bad throw from Driver on a pickoff. And going to third and getting there with ease is Pabon. A costly error.
Durfee in the driver's seat now to get an insurance run.
You have to. You cannot, under any circumstances, leave Pabon at third in a one-run playoff game in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, I can't waste this opportunity.
Not at all.
It's crazy though. That's got to be the second or third missed throw by a pitcher.
That's his second error.
Yeah.
And a huge insurance run just 90 feet away. Infield in. Arrieta looking to send one to the outfield. He swings over that.
Hey, keep your head in there.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's popped up and caught.
Not what you want to see there from Arrieta in that situation.
No, and that's Ethan Carrero now at second base. So defensive change here for Wellesley. So Ethan Carrero at second making the catch there. Pop out to 4. And Alex Dominguez at the plate. Base hit brings home the run. And that's going foul. And that's all you're looking for. Just get a base hit or something driven out to right field.
Yeah, this run is essential for Durfee right now. Sitting at third base. Got to get that run in.
That's fouled back too. Well, it's also kind of a momentum shifter too, because think about it, if Wellesley with nobody out, you got a runner at third, you're down by a run. If you don't allow that guy to score, and you hold him there, and you hold Durfee there,
you're feeling good about
now
yourself.
Who's got the momentum going into the top of the 7th?
Yeah, exactly.
Wellesley. Durfee scores a run and goes up by 2. Who's got the momentum?
Durfee.
Durfee. So it's a game of momentum too.
Exactly.
0-2. That's popped foul as well.
Hey, way to stay alive. Come on.
And you can see, too, Driver reaching back a little. He's had a little extra on some of his pitches here. A little extra heat, it seems like. Really attacking the Durfee hitters here. 0-2 again to Dominguez. That's upstairs and foul back again. 4 balls have come back here into foul ground. And our man in blue with just 1 left in his pouch. Dominguez making Driver work here. Checking on the runner at first. That was a weak pickoff attempt. Not a strong throw. Of course, it's kind of an awkward angle, too. You know, no one's throwing like a catcher would down to second. You're throwing straight versus across your body.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't want to make a mistake either
No.
to throw that ball away.
0-2. That's
there
driven
you
to
go.
left center field. Wecker is there, tagging at third, and not in time. The run will score! A huge insurance run for the Hilltoppers here in the bottom of the 6th, and the sac fly RBI for Dominguez. 3-1 Durfee. 2 runs scored for Bourbon, the leadoff man today.
That was a strong throw, too. Really,
It was a
got
good throw from
closer than I
Wecker.
thought at the plate.
It was a real good throw. Brett Fonseca with 2 down, nobody on. There's a rope,
There we go.
and that is a fair ball down into the corner. Fonseca headed into second base. The throw there, it's going to be close, and does he get in? He's
in
safe.
there.
Let's go! Let's go!
Fonseca's first hit of the day. He was 0 for 1 with a K and a sac fly RBI. And now he's standing at second with 2 down for Curtis Perry, who singled earlier in the game. And coach coming out. Looks like he's going to talk to our man in blue. Wants to know why the call was safe and not out. I venture to say it's because he was safe. No, that's the short form. That's the nondescript version. To be honest with you, the throw, I thought the throw was there, but the delay tells me that perhaps the glove lifted or didn't get down in time, because it wasn't an instant call.
Yeah,
We can't see the bag because of the pitch of the field here,
yeah.
but the throw was there before the runner. That's
Definitely.
for certain. So I can understand why.
Come on. 3-9.
Coach didn't even get all the way back to the dugout before coming back out now to the mound. In an interesting route here as he tours the field.
Yeah, making his way around.
I guess, yeah. Jake says, isn't this like icing the kicker twice? Yeah, kind of. Normally you don't have that many timeouts to burn. Right. Well, he went out to talk to the umpire first.
Hey, let's go. Enough time. Enough time over there. Come on, Curtis. Let's go.
Well, the runner at second, and Curtis Perry in a chance to bring home another run here with the man in scoring position. 2 outs. He's running on contact. And Perry's still waiting to see a pitch. And now we're going to have a pinch runner for the Hilltoppers.
Way to go, coach. Way to go, Brett. Let's go, Curtis. Come on, kid. Put in the hole. Come on, Curtis. Put in the hole.
Udab Bergalo Cologne, the pinch runner, number 16.
Pinch running for the Durfee Hilltoppers, number 16, Edop Cologne.
Swung on and missed. That's a real good pitch. And
You got him at home. You got Edop at home. He's waiting for you, baby. Let's go.
Perry asked for time, did not get it. It was a ball downstairs. Perry with the single up the middle in his last at-bat. Stole second and was left there. Caden the second, he's 1 for 2. Time called by the catcher and granted. Chopper foul off the end of the bat, and it's 1 and 2. Runner takes off, poke to right center and in for a hit. Coming around from second base, it's Cologne with the 4th Durfee run. Huge 2-out single for Perry, and it's 4-1 Durfee in the 6th.
Momentum is all in Durfee's favor right now.
2 huge insurance runs for the Hilltoppers here in the 6th. And I'll tell you, as good as Driver and the few chances the defense had were in the first 3 innings, boy, it's been a different ball game 4, 5, and 6 compared to innings 1, 2, and 3. Errors galore and 4 runs for the Hilltoppers. Driver chased from the game after 5 2/3. Wow. So Perry with his 2nd single. That one huge with 2 down. The pinch runner, Cologne, scoring. That's why you brought the speed. Running on contact. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta love Durfee cashing in these insurance runs. Only one more chance for Wellesley, so, you know, the more the merrier.
Number 12, Justin Lindquist.
Now pitching for Wellesley, number 12, Justin Lindquist.
So he's going to step on the hill here in relief.
Go, Ish. Come on, kid. Hey, drive it like you drive it. Let's go.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, number 3, Ishmael Moreno.
Lindquist ready to deal, and Ishmael Moreno will step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground ball outs.
Let's go, Ish. Come on, kid.
Perry at first. That one drops downstairs.
Oh, he's stealing.
And he is in there.
Nice speed there from Perry.
So Perry,
get in scoring position.
that's right. His 2nd stolen base of the contest as well. And another man in scoring position with 2 down. Moreno waiting for a 1-1 pitch here from Lindquist. That one in there, backdoor little slide piece or something breaking. Good pitch, that's for sure, 1 and 2. Crossing the plate, no good, 2 and 2. A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man at second, 2 runs in. Oh, Jutt's got a piece of that. Gonna check on the runner, and he is back safely. Two again, downstairs, and the count is full.
Kevin, make sure you pick up Curtis.
Way to work the count here by Moreno.
And then Moreno working the count full here. Seen a few pitches. Trying to not leave Perry out there at second. Chopper, foul.
Staying alive.
Go Ed! Come on, Ed!
Left side, ground ball to Lucier. And the throw just in time for the out, 6-3. The Hilltoppers with 2 huge insurance runs take a 4-1 lead into the 7th.
We want you to hear it first.
A street sweeper is coming to your neighborhood. The Department of Community Maintenance, in cooperation with the Mayor's Office, as well as the Committee on Public Works, are collaborating to improve the cleanliness and overall appearance of our city streets. This restructured program runs through the summer. No parking times involve only a few hours and are similar to a parking ban during a snowstorm. This will enable the sweeper to reach both sides of the curb. Residents will have 1 day's notice to prepare, so be on the lookout for temporary signage. For more information, call John Perry at the Department of Community Maintenance at 508-324-2760 or contact Laura Ferreira at the Traffic Department at 508-324-2577. To see a list of the scheduled streets, visit the city's website at www.fallriverma.org.
You've heard it.
Now please help us keep our city clean. Thank you.
Top of the 7th inning here at UMass. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. The heart of the lineup. But I'll tell you, Ferreira had their number the last time through with a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Wecker will lead it off, the left fielder. Ground ball to the right side, and it's through. A leadoff single for the big lefty. And that'll bring up Max Zajac, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI, the only RBI of the game for the Raiders.
Batting the third baseman, number 13, Matt Zajac.
The Hilltoppers 3 outs away from eliminating Wellesley, a team that has eliminated them in each of the last 2 D1 playoff brackets. And if Durfee does win, they'll play either BR or Attleboro. Durfee did pretty well against BR this year.
There's that move again. So quick.
I know, really, it's worked.
Yeah, it's worked on a very few, many times today. It's worked.
Well, we do have some news. That's sent to left field for out number 1. So here's some news for you in the brackets. We have the other 2 results from the quarterfinals. Zavarian defeated Silver Lake 5-1. So Silver Lake, your number 1 seed, gone.
Wow.
Attleboro beat BR 8-7. So the winner of this one, if Durfee holds on, Durfee will play Attleboro in the South semis, while Zavarian and Taunton square off on the other side of the bracket after Silver Lake, the number 1 seed, dropped their game to Zavarian. Ground ball to short. Arietta to second for 1 on to first. Got him! The Hilltoppers are moving on. The Wellesley Raiders are sent packing by the Hilltoppers. Third time's a charm.
Third time is a charm.
So Durfee will square off against Attleboro in the South semis. Date, time, location to be announced. Please check back with us on our Fred TV Sports Facebook page. We will have that information as soon as it's made known to us, and you can bet that we will be there.
Wow,
what a great game. This was a great game. Had a little of everything.
Right down to the wire.
And the Hilltoppers capitalized on the mistakes. They made fewer mistakes, and they capitalized on the mistakes of their opponent. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah.
Especially when you're down 1-0 to start the game, right?
Yeah, they battled through the adversity of, 9 up, 9 down the first 3 innings. Took advantage of the mistakes that Wellesley made in the field. And 4-1, there you go. Great game.
What a gutsy performance by Ferreira, too. It looked, again, that first inning looked like maybe it was going to be a long day, but nope. He really buckled down and limited the damage. You realize that in each of his last 6 innings, he faced the minimum because of the pickoffs and stuff.
Wow. Very impressive. Way to bounce back.
Not bad. All right. Well, the Hilltoppers victorious here in the quarterfinals, which are their first game here in this bracket because they had the bye for round 1, and will be waiting to play Attleboro in the South semis. Thanks for watching here on Fred TV. For Jake Fitzgerald behind the camera, David Montero, my broadcast partner today, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from UMass Dartmouth.